fuck are you feeling like, Gabe?
Who do I feel like? I feel like me. Been on my shit since 2013. Saying I switch out like bitch, can you see? That's my nigga, I don't need no receipts. Octane has finally dropped, so let's talk about the album and give my first thoughts. But before we get into the video, comment below y'all's favorite song from this project. This project is a continuation of Hardstone Psycho, so I went ahead and re-listened to the project to give me a little refresher. So let's talk about the album a bit before I give my first thoughts. This is Don Toliver's 5th studio album, and going into the project where he had 2 singles he dropped, ATM and Tiramisu. He also performed 2 songs on The Tonight Show, and those songs were E85 and Long Way to Calabasas, but we'll get into those songs in a second. Don also dropped an album trailer, which is very interesting. The first thing I want to talk about is how it says, from the same twisted minds that brought you Hardstone Psycho, which makes it more apparent that it's just a continuation from Hardstone Psycho. And then about a minute into the trailer, we see some kind of laboratory and a few messages pop up that say, a sound that stirs into the cosmic void, the heavens whispering down to earth, igniting something deep within. And then it ends with a euphoric snippet. So now, if we take the messages and put them together, we get, from the same twisted minds that brought you Hardstone Psycho, a sound that stirs in the cosmic void, the heavens whispering down to earth, igniting something deep within. Now that may kind of sound like nonsense, but I put my 2 brain cells together, and if you look between the lines a little bit, Mr. Nefarious is trying to tell us that the project is going to be a little bit spacey, having a euphoric and heavenly sound. But enough yapping about the album trailer, let's actually get into the album. But just one more thing before we get into the album, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to have a little guest come on here for every other song, and he's going to read the script, explain the song. So let's get into it. Intro track, he performed this song on The Tonight Show. I loved every aspect of the song, and the chorus hit so hard.
Love the sample. His flow goes crazy.
Surprise Yeet feature. I didn't like Don's verse as much as I liked.
Loved the beat. Had a surprise feature from Rima, and he absolutely slid. Didn't like Don's first verse, but loved his second verse.
This was the first single he dropped from the album. It was alright, and it kind of got old after listening to it so many times, but it's an okay song.
My favorite out of the 2 singles he dropped. The beat build is crazy. His flow on the chorus is crazy. Range Rover bus.
Intro is amazing. Reminds me of a Shiloh Dynasty sample. The overall song was low-key forgettable though.
Melodic Travis Scott feature. Don's first verse goes retarded. They both go crazy on the song and just shows why Don is the best in Cactus Jack.
Don's first verse is such a vibe. Tizo touchdown feature, amazing. Tizo is such a vibe on the song, and he just brings the fucking energy.
Song can definitely tell this is gonna be a hit. The way Don starts rapping was insane. One of my favorite beats from the project.
Great song to throw on a vibe to. Nothing special compared to the rest of the album, but still a good song.
Saw Baby feature. Don comes in on this shit swinging, but then Saw Baby comes in and absolutely outshines him.
Transition between this and K9 is fucking insane. Loved how he'd switch the flow. Been certified my whole life. Come check my registration. Now that's a motherfucking bar.
The way the beat builds is crazy as a whole, just goes insane. Definitely one of the best on the album. Bro's flow on this is actually crazy.
I can tell this is gonna be a slept on song. The beat drop went insane and he just does his shit.
Sample in the beginning is amazing. Another song you can throw on and just vibe to.
Amazing slow song, and again, just a great beat. This type of song and Don Toliver just mix so well. It's always just gives a great outcome.
I don't even have words for this song. Just listen to it after this vid. Absolute gem to end this album.
This album is honestly just insane, and to be honest, I prefer it over Hardstone Psycho. That might just be recency bias, but honestly, I don't think there was a bad song in the project. Every song had its purpose, and every song was a genuine banger. And all the features did their job, and speaking of features, why don't we talk about them? So, coming into this album, I'd already figured a feature from Travis, considering Don is one of his artists, and probably the biggest of them all. I was kind of hoping for a feature from So Fago, because they have an absolute banger together called Precision, and they're both in Cactus Jack, but we didn't get to see that. We also got a feature from King Squid himself, Saw Baby, and I'm not really tapped into Saw Baby, and his verse on K9 definitely made me want to go into his discography more. We also got a feature from Rima, who I haven't heard of, but after hearing their verse, I'm definitely going to be checking them out more. We also got an expected verse from Yeet, and honestly, I wasn't a fan of it. I like some of their shit they do together, but this one wasn't it. We also had a feature from Tizo Touchdown, and it might be, hands down, the best feature from the project. Hey, let me know y'all's thoughts on this album. Personally, I loved it. I'm gonna give it a 10, and that's all I got for y'all. So comment, like, subscribe. Love y'all. Peace.
Sipping on promethazine, with lean I fell in love. I can't put down the cup, I can't put down the cup.